October 18th, 2011. Roll call, everyone's here. Would you join me in pledge of allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This will be a public hearing on the upcoming special town meeting warrant, number 8. Recommended vote. You want to start us off, Keith, or?
I can, Mr. Chair, if you'd like. If you folks did not pick them up on the way in, there is a warrant, special town meeting warrant, along with some attachments that will go to it. The proposed amendments that are reflected within the warrant articles, 2 through 5, and then there is a deed that's been prepared, and if approved, would be transferred to us. That would be highlighted in Article 6, and then finally in Article 7, there is a local ordinance to enact a recall ordinance. So if you want, I can, we do have the planning board chair, Terry Ashburn, here to address issues as you go through the zoning pieces. And if you'd like, I can read each one of these, and if the public so desire, we will entertain discussions on them, and hopefully we can answer their questions. Again, they will then vote on this by secret ballot when the elections are held on November 8th, and I believe our polls, as outlined in the warrant, are open from 6 o'clock in the morning to 8 p.m. evening. So, whatever your pleasure is, Mr. Chairman. I will start with the first parts of the warrant. Obviously talks about posting it, when the articles will be acted upon, the election of the moderator under Article 1. Article 2 starts the discussion. To vote on the following referendum question, an ordinance to amend Berwick land use ordinance under section 2.2 definitions with regard to outdoor storage, copies of which is attached to this warrant. Under the attachment, Article 2, 2.2, in the land use ordinance on page 17, there will be a change, and the change will be adding that definition for outdoor storage as underlined. Storage of materials on a lot without benefit of a structure with 4 walls and a roof to protect said material from the elements for commercial, light industry, and non-residential purposes only. Are there any questions?
Carrie, anytime you'd like to speak, just let me know. Any questions from the public?
Yeah, why is this on here? Who asked for it? Stones.
The planning board asking for it,
Based on what?
based on residents' complaints on neighboring businesses that have a bunch of uncovered stuff just all randomly around the facilities. It's for commercial, not for residential.
I know, but explain to me what this means. Does this mean that they can store stuff outside?
With the
without the
benefit of a
benefit of-
structure. They can do it with the benefit of a structure, 4 walls and a roof. Instead of randomly
It says
having
without
stuff
benefit of a
outside.
structure.
Without benefit of a structure for 4 walls and a roof to protect said material from the elements for commercial, light industry, and non-residential purposes only. Storage of material on a lot with benefit. I think it's supposed to be with.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think it's supposed to be with.
Well, that's the way it is right now.
It's not good.
With the benefit of a structure with 4 walls and a roof. That's supposed to be with. It is.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
No, it is. That's what we discussed, was what was our permitted for commercial. It's supposed to be for the benefit of the residences that are bordering a commercial property that want to have outdoor storage and already do and aren't moving it. So that's really the four walls and a roof, is to protect the site from the residences having to see that.
How would that affect the iron place down there? Do they have to go outside?
How is it going to affect them? But they have, fenced in property and whatnot, I mean, that is, and the definition for that, junkyard, so to speak, has that written in there that it has outdoor. This is for the light industry and the non-residential commercial properties that border a residence directly. So, and really, that's a typo, it's supposed to be with, for sure. Because outdoor storage, we don't want just randomly businesses hiding stuff outside. So really, that is a typo, nice job.
Okay, well, how do they fix that now?
I don't know, we're gonna have to take it back now, now you have to not vote for it, 'cause if you do, we'll have random outdoor storage everywhere. Yeah, and that's really what's happening already.
Well,
Which is what
no,
we're trying to stop.
no, the article is written right, isn't it?
No,
It says without, and it should say with the benefit of.
That's the definition, oh, that's the definition.
Right, the attachment applies to the Article 2.
Yeah.
What you're passing will be that definition.
Right, it's supposed to
The
have, that's
definition's in
supposed to be
error.
the change, right?
So at this particular juncture, I think we want people to vote that down because the language that was presented as part of this package isn't what the language was the planning board wishes. Okay, Article 4.
Excuse me,
how about Article,
We have another,
how about Article
we have
3?
another question. Okay.
Yes.
George Murphy, 27 Tower Lane.
Come up, please,
Material-
we can't hear you.
I'm sorry, what?
Can you come up, please, to the podium? We can't
You want me to come up to the podium?
hear you.
Okay.
Officer was close enough.
You were supposed to, but you didn't correct them. You didn't correct me.
No, he was right there.
Okay,
You were way back, I couldn't hear you.
all right, I'll speak loudly then, as best I can with a
Sounds
sore
like you
throat.
got cold.
I do. Materials, the definition of materials, it seems rather vague. Are we talking like crushed stones, brick?
Right, and materials is already
Or-
defined in the ordinance as it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for the sake of my knowledge, what's the definition of material?
Okay, I don't have a land use ordinance in front of me to say it, I just know that there is a definition, and it would be a quarry type thing of outdoor stone and things like that, but not the outdoor storage.
Okay.
Outdoor storage is, anything like maybe an industry might have outside, like scrap pieces of trailer or garbage all out there.
Okay.
It's really targeted to the downtown area to help maintain things that are stored just randomly outside. And basically, all that it really is the definition of outdoor storage. It doesn't say that it would change where it's allowed or anything like that. It's
Okay.
just more defining outdoor storage. And material is also under definition.
So, Harry, are you saying stone and different types of,
Outdoor porous material that
that
don't
would be
affect
allowed
any-
outside, wouldn't it? Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Those definitions are already in the land use ordinance, and if we don't have the ordinance in front of us, we can't provide you accurate information as to what that definition actually says, but we're not, this evening, we're not looking to change that definition, I believe, in your action on the 8th.
We can't change anything tonight.
No. Article 3, to vote on the following referendum question, an ordinance to amend the Berwick land use ordinance to change section 4.1 classes of districts by adding urban overlay district to this section, a copy which is attached to this warrant. So it would be the next one down, would appear in the land use ordinance under page 26, and it just indicates overlay districts will also include now item 2, which would be the urban overlay district.
Which was already in there before and was omitted, and so for the sake of all of the verbiage in the land use ordinance, for that district to be added back in, because it is in there sporadically, throughout the ordinance, land use ordinance.
Yes.
I'm confused, you
Name,
read
please. Name, please.
David Rodriguez, 12 Wilson Street. You read, oh, sure. From the warrant, you read Article 3, from proposed amendments, it appears to me to be labeled Article 4. Am I confused? Am I missing something?
It isn't.
Not really. The Article 4, subsection 4.1 refers to the land use ordinance. If you had the land use ordinance in your hand tonight,
Yeah,
you would find all that information on Article 4.
Article 4 of the
Yes,
land,
sir.
okay, thank you.
So, can't get up this time.
No problem.
Is there a copy of that ordinance in the building that we could look at?
Sure.
Well, wouldn't that be prudent to look at it, have it here, so we can say, rather than guess what's in it or not in it?
For what, Article 4?
All of them.
No, the
Well,
ordinance.
Article
They want
2.
to
If
know
you've
how
got a
they do
subdivision
it.
regulation, why can't we have a copy of it here so that somebody can look at it if they have a question?
I don't have my ordinance.
I don't, there must be one in the town hall.
Absolutely.
Can we take a 5-second break and get it?
I think
Whatever your pleasure is.
There's probably one in Jim's office, anyway.
Would you like me to find one?
While you're doing that, Harry, what is the urban overlay district? What does that consist of?
And the urban overlay is mostly the downtown area.
How far away?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it goes up to almost to the B where Pine Hill comes up, you know exactly where it is.
No, but how about we wait till we get the ordinance to look at it, we don't wanna guess.
Well, I was just.
Yeah,
I know, but
I-
we're gonna guess and it's gonna be wrong.
Okay. Yeah. We've gone over it. I almost wanna say it's on the district.
Well, I probably have to.
I wish I was.
Huh?
I don't know if that's even, I don't see that one.
Okay, so you wanna look at 2.2?
Yeah, can we look at that really definition about their storage?
Outdoor storage.
No. You're wearing a hat. What are you going down for this weekend?
I just wanted to know when it's fall.
That's horrible. Is there arguing? Oh, I'm sorry. That's horrible. It was the worst time in my life, going through that with my parents. Even my sister knew that. Well, not the last time ever.
For a while.
Oh, she must feel kind of bad. Is she really excited about it? Different sort of place, I don't think I could live there. I couldn't live there. Not bad to done, but I couldn't.
Is this ordinance up to date, just to give a definition of outdoor storage?
No, it wouldn't have a definition of storage because I think a definition is gonna be added, correct?
No, because there always was one that said,
We put one in years ago.
right,
Remember they were putting trailer truck boxes here and there and using it for storage? They did something that year to eliminate that problem.
right, maybe
And
they
that
took
was
it out.
years ago.
All right, it's in the land use table for storage, because it's somewhere in there, I don't know.
We're not gonna be voting on it anyway.
Huh?
We're not gonna be
No,
voting
you
on
can
it.
like, take it so many different places.
Take it off.
We're not even in the, put it out for voting
Well, yes.
In May, probably.
That's what I'm saying, 'cause you have the little, we can't vote on it.
Well, you can vote on it if it gets passed, then you have to turn around and vote it.
Right, you don't wanna mow it.
There's no way to take it off.
There's no outdoor storage. It's mentioned in the definition somewhere, it's not. No, that's nothing. The definitions are all in the front, outdoor storage is not listed there. Okay, so maybe we're going to add it, that's what it is, add it, and then with its benefit of the structure. So either way, it's worded wrong, and it can't even go before you, because for one, we can't find it in there. So it either has to be added and changed, the wording.
Did you see the date? Did you see the date?
No, but it's fresh interest, I'm sure it's not the same one.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's the book that's supplied to the public as they come in to review, so I'm sure it's up to date.
So outdoor storage would have to be added then. It's mentioned somewhere in in one of the, land use tables as far as outdoor storage goes, because we were looking at it, I know it is in there. But, okay, so the definition needs to be added in because it is listed in land use under the tables, but it needs to have with benefit of structure. So either way, it's worded wrong, and it can't be, you guys can vote on it, obviously, it's submitted to you. But it's not the planning board's intention to have it without benefit of infrastructure.
We've moved on from Article 2, unless you want to talk about that again.
No.
We're on to Article 3 at this point. And that was
Article
when-
4, 4.1,
That was when the
classes and
residents,
districts.
right.
What does the urban overlay district do? What does it
It's
do?
another class and another district, like the
I know,
AP,
but
the
it doesn't-
shoreline, SCI, CI.
Does it reduce the setbacks? Does it reduce the density? Or what does it do?
Well, it's sporadically mentioned in our land use tables and throughout the land use ordinance, as it was in there. And basically, the area of the urban overlay district was the downtown area. It's mentioned throughout, and it was omitted for some reason years ago. And we're just asking to have it put back in as a
I know,
class
but you did
district.
2 more articles beyond that to talk about urban overlay district.
Right,
I'm
so
simply
that's,
asking,
those are the only
what
changes.
does it do?
What does it do?
Yeah, what does it
It
do?
provides a different district in the town of Berwick.
I know, but in that new district it provides, does it provide for a reduction in the amount of setbacks? Does it
No,
provide
right now,
different?
it's urban
is it-
overlay follows setbacks of the R1 and the CI.
Then what would be the purpose of putting it in there then?
Because the urban overlay district is basically downtown where everything's very much grandfathered over and can't even adhere to the R1 numbers right now.
No, that can't work that way.
Okay, because it is in here, it is mostly, it's already mentioned, the urban overlay, various times throughout the land use ordinance.
I understand that.
Okay, so with that, you take the current things that you can look up in there if you would like, to see what the land use ordinance covers for urban overlay. It's mostly about commercial, industrial, and mixed with residential, known as a mixed use. Which, yes, further down, you'll see a mixed use article as well, proposal by the planning board. So yes, I mean setbacks and whatnot, you know, I'm not gonna quote all the setbacks, they're in there, that's public knowledge for everyone to have, voted in by the voters. But all the setbacks and everything stay the same, they're not, nothing is changing, all we're asking for is that the urban overlay district be added back in as a class, because it's already mentioned various times.
I have a question on that.
I understand Oscar's question, and I think a lot of people, when they go to vote, are gonna ask it, and so to enable us to talk about it or answer questions, what does it mean? How do I define an urban overlay district? What is it?
The urban overlay district is basically the downtown area. There's a map in there that even lists it as the urban overlay district.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, it also has a zoning.
Right, and zoning right now is the same as R1.
So why, to Oscar's point, why isn't R1 good enough? Why do we have to have the additional?
Well, then we have to go through and instead of just changing that and adding it as a class, because it's already mentioned and defined in the land use in various places, that if we define that, it makes it a lot easier with the setbacks and everything, or we would have to go through each thing that it lists, that is mentioned in, like the table for one, and every item listed on the land use table would have to go back as a vote to be able to omit the wording of urban overlay district on there. So it saves the voters probably 200 articles.
So it is
So they have to vote on it.
it is defined in there somewhere already?
It is defined, it used to be a class, it's labeled as where things are allowed in the urban overlay district and
There's no
things like that,
definition of
so.
urban overlay district. It says, 5.3, it says mixed use.
5.3, yeah. But
That
we're
says
talking about
mixed
class of
use.
districts right now.
Yeah, okay.
So 4.1. Yes.
Years ago, and it had to be in that district, they were requiring any new use in a building or a new building going up had to be commercial on the first floor, it could be residential above.
Right.
Is that still in there?
Well, that's why
And it's
mixed use,
basically this
it is still in
district.
there, and that's why the next thing comes up with the article, the next article that we have for mixed use.
What does the overlay district consist of, size?
Well, you have to look at the map. I don't know where the northern boundary is, but I know it comes all the way downtown, and I know it goes as far as the church up on the hill. And probably SCI covers Bridge Street and all that down there. So it basically goes up on Rochester Street.
And is the R1?
Or it's listed as an urban overlay district, and it is in the R1 and CI zone.
I think it's number.
R1 maybe,
And then a number of years ago, it came down Maple Lodge Street, but I'm not sure of that.
yeah, I don't know about the northern end of this, where that's how we want to
There
put it.
must be maps in this book.
Is that, Ellen, isn't it a term
I
that,
have another question, Barry. Go ahead.
is it, I'm sorry, isn't it a term relative to the comprehensive plan? When that was done,
That was done, yeah.
weren't we talking about where we had to concentrate businesses, and if we went outside the urban overlay, isn't that terminology that comes from the comprehensive plan?
Well, I think probably it does. I remember now the
Pretty sure it was
comprehensive plan
mentioned in
was
that.
quite,
It's mentioned in quite a few documents that the town has, especially sporadically throughout the land use.
All set?
I don't
Oscar,
have any
you
answer.
sure?
I still don't understand what that means. I can always vote no.
Isn't it shown in the map? And there must be a map in the book, Oscar.
I can see that, yeah.
We also with Article 3, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Article 4, vote on the following referendum question. An ordinance to amend the Berg land use ordinance to change section 5.3 mixed use discussing the overlay district, a copy of which is attached to this warrant. Article 4 refers to mixed use on your attachment. It would be Article 5.3 mixed use, where you can see the underlying section where they've added except when in urban overlay district under the mixed use criteria.
Okay, I still have the same question. What does that mean? When you're accepting something out, what are we accepting out? You've got mixed use, I can read the definition right in there. Okay, what are we accepting out? Does that mean we're reducing, I asked earlier, setbacks? Does it mean reducing